Hello and welcome back to the top tiers. Today we'll be looking at the assault rifles of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, ranked, of course. These rankings will be based on my personal opinion, and let's get started. In number 5, we have the K-Bar 32, and this was a very generic assault rifle. It had a decently high fire rate, but pretty low damage, low accuracy, and not so great range, making this gun pretty hard to use, especially at even mid ranges, which is what assault rifles are supposed to be used for. It's more of a submachine gun than an assault rifle. And to make it even worse, this gun had insanely high recoil, so to make it even any somewhat viable, you had to heavily modify it. And in number 4, we have the R3K. The R3K was a 3-round burst assault rifle. It was an energy weapon, and that gave the weird quirk where you could regenerate ammo by you wouldn't have to reload. So if you shot down to like say 6 bullets left, you could start regenerating a bullet every once in a while, and it would take those bullets from your main ammo supply. It was an interesting one because it was the 3-round burst, and it did a very high damage. It was decently accurate, and it had okay range. So it could one burst to two burst people. But because it was that burst gun, once again, these burst guns were very viable in Call of Duty because a lot of the maps were close range, and you wanted as fast a fire rate as possible. Number 3, we have the Volk, and the Volk was basically a futuristic AK-47. It was also an energy weapon, and it was pretty good. It had the standard AK-47, slower fire rate but heavier hitting, and decent accuracy and decent range. It was just a generic, basically just an AK-47. There was really nothing special about it except it did use the energy ammo, which also allowed it to have that weird quirk with the energy regeneration. And it's also our title gun of the day, as you can see in the main card here. And in number 2, we have the Type 2. And the Type 2 was cool. It was a fully automatic energy gun. It had the fire rate of a submachine gun, so it was really fast firing, relatively low range, and not too great of accuracy. But the damage meant that the DPS was insanely high, and you could spray people down with this gun. And to make it even better, if you held a certain button, I know on Xbox it's holding Y. I'm not sure what it is on PC or PlayStation. Sorry, you just got jump scared by a phone, I think. A wild phone appears. But yeah, this thing is pretty cool because if you held the button, it could split into an akimbo mode, meaning you couldn't aim, but the fire rate was greatly boosted, and you would even have greater DPS because of that increased fire rate and the same damage. And both of the guns had 35 bullets each. So instead of having the 35 total of when it's normal mode, splitting it would give you the total of 70 bullets, and it was a really good gun. Number 1, though, we have the NV4, and this is a futuristic M4. It wasn't an energy gun, it fired normal bullets, and it was pretty good. It was pretty neat. It was insanely powerful. It was like your average M4, but like better. For some reason in this game, the handling felt so smooth. It was your average M4, as in it had average damage, average range, average accuracy. Everything was just average. But something about it just felt so nice to use. The handling was so clean. The reload was clean. The iron sights were clean. Everything about it was just so clean and easy to use. And even though it was the starter weapon, a lot of people just used it throughout the entirety of the multiplayer, even when they unlocked more weapons. And that is the end of today's video. Thank you for joining us today. And let me know what guns I should rank next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the top tiers.